good. There we go. What's happening, folks? How you doing? Got a little whoop. Look at that in the background. Look at that. Yeah, listen. So I'm gonna shrink that back down now. That's right. How you doing, folks? Take these off so I can see. Makes a lot of sense, right? We got a couple folks on. How you doing? Happy Hump Day. Wednesday. See, look, man, when I use the phone, I don't look all red-faced. My beard's kind of mangly because I've been out riding motorcycles. Salvador Patlan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I rode out to work today, and then I rode over to my homeboy's pad, so I did about a 200-mile ride, I think. Let's see, yeah. What's up, Big Max? Good evening, Brian. How you doing? Tank Dog, what's up? Charger. Positive Vibes, what's up, Big Mick? I'm just gonna take this here. Trump popped on. That's right. That's right. Timbo, how you doing? I went by Gary's pad today, Mick. Dropped off his knife. Dwight, what's going on? Great state of Arkansas. How you doing? Yeah. Arkansas. What a history. Oh, man. So what's going on out there, folks? John Hall, what's going on, my friend? Terry, seeing your meds, looking good. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been doing some maintenance on this house with my friend with the handyman stuff. We're gonna wrap that house up tomorrow. Hopefully, we almost wrapped it up today, but we caught a good crowd. That's right. We missed a couple things, so we're gonna ride over there tomorrow and finish it. So today I rode over there. 17. That's about 30 miles. Aloha. What's up, Born Twice? How you doing, brother? Big Mike Cobb, my old celly, man. We're gonna have to get back together and do one. Evening from Northern Indiana. P.S. Fuck Joe Biden. That's right. The Sierra Foothills. All right. Sean Mike, hi from Pontiac, Michigan. Where on? Stay down in Michigan. Ray Green, what's up? Good day, brothers. Checking in to let you know. I was over here in Adelaide, South Africa. Thank you for checking in, Ray Green. Mike Huddleston, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, man, things are good. I think, Mike, we're gonna have to do an update, man, to give folks an update on how you're doing out here in the world. You know, we get some comments every now and then, people asking how you're doing. So, yeah, I want a little motorcycle ride today. A friend of mine makes knife sheaths. I heard you're with that prison guard, Hector. Man, who told you that? We did send emails back and forth, and we might do a little collaboration. Yeah, we might do a little interview with him, but trust me, if I interview him, I'm going to ask some questions about some things that I always was curious about, like why do they let shot callers broke down Carhartt for the ride to the swamp meet. That's right. The new tats are paintings. Well, that painting back there is done, and I haven't done any new tattooing yet, but I'm getting ready to. I just got to finish up the tattoo patterns. I am getting ready to go on our annual Arizona ride, which is kind of funny because I live in Arizona, but my friends still live in Sacramento and Placerville. And so I don't want to break tradition, so I'm going to ride up to Sacramento, spend the night, a night or two, and then on the 29th, we're going to cut out and ride to Arizona and beyond, maybe Utah. The guys want to go to Arizona Bike Week. I think it's in Scottsdale. So we're gonna go do that, and I'm gonna ride with him. You know, I can't break tradition just because I moved, right? And I remember the what's up, Bean Dip 209. Remember the first ride I went on with him. You know, my wife said, you know what, you better go on this ride or you're gonna regret it. And she was right, and I'm glad she encouraged me to go because I had a great time, and it's a fun deal. The weather, what about the weather? The first year we rode February 29th, and we rode through snow, black ice. Last year we rode through rain, 60-mile-an-hour windstorm with rain. So rain, Ryan, Paradise Smiley, let me truth teller on the end. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Ryan. You know, the weather is just something like when I interviewed Brandon Quaid from Quaid Harley Davidson, Loma Linda, because you know you ride through stuff with people. He talked about riding through hail storms and big welts on their arms, and you know that's something you share with your friends. You know. Let's see, struggling on choice to make. Well, thanks, Ray Green. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for that encouragement. You know, I said before I didn't really set out to. I didn't know what I set out for. Look at that fire back there. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Pellet stove's going. I never set out to be anything other than just tell my story, and the channel is kind of taking the life of its own. Yeah, Mike, we already emailed each other, and we're down for it, but trust me, I got questions like, why do they let shot callers run the yard and abuse people and extort people and do whatever the fuck it is they do? It's because they're informants, you know, all that kind of stuff. Always hit the like button, because thank you so much. You know, I always had a philosophy. Guys were running the yard, like, I got the keys to the yard from the fellas. Well, you know, you don't even know any of the fellas. This is not a Dixon flannel. I have one Dixon flannel, it's gray, and the only reason I have it is because a really good dude sent it to me as a gift, and I wear it, but I don't buy Dixon flannels. I have the FB County flannel. Oh man, that thing is so nice. Thank you. Oh, please hit the like button, folks. Subscribe, share, all that, please. But no, this is not a Dixon flannel. I don't wear Dixon flannels. I wear one, that's it. And out of respect for my friend that sent it to me. 120 degrees in Arizona desert. Well, it's not 120 degrees yet, bro. So yeah, on the 27th, I'm gonna ride up to Sacramento, and then 29th, we're gonna hit our ride, you know? Yeah, so I'm curious, like, you know, staff allow a lot of stuff, you know, to go on in prison. What's up, Art of Survival? Sugar Smack. Oh, wow, that stomach flu. Man, you know what? I hope you get over that, bro. Man. Stove, I used to have a Waterford Crystal Stove white on glass. I used to love. It's so fun. That's a pellet stove, actually. Up top, there's 80 pounds of pellets, and they fall into the fire. So it's actually environmentally friendly. Cal up in Canada, what's up, brother? Let's do that message. Yeah, I really like the. Oh wow. Yeah, pellets are good, man. We're doing good, Kel. How are you, brother? Sugar Smack. Hey, let's give some prayers and positive vibes out to Sugar Smack and his family. Obviously, evidently they're all sick with the stomach flu, which is no joke. You know, that's serious stuff. Mr. Orange. Good deal, Kel. I see your posts, bro. Look at that. So that back there is a painting I did for somebody working in the field. And here's the photograph of him working in the field. Can I see, do this side by side? That's the painting. Of course, that has a little skull in it. You know, it's a little different, but overall, it's yeah. I hope Sugar Smack. I hope you get well, man. You and your family. Man. Yeah, nothing but love and prayers for you, brother, and positive vibes. What's up, Chewy? I'm out here in the dining room. Look at that. What's up, buddy? Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Yeah. So, you know, that's done. I'm going to box that up as soon as it's dry and get it out. And it's going out to Billy, who watches the channel, called me, said, hey, can you do this for me? I said, sure can. And so now it's done. How you doing? Yeah, so we got, the dogs have taken over the house. You know? Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Good boy. My mom's cancer surgery went once and did all your prayers. That's awesome, Mr. Orange. Yeah, so riding is an experience, you know, that you share with your friends and your brothers. Oakley in the house. Will's in the house. Awesome, brother. How you doing? What's up, Liam? Logan? How you guys doing? Talia, how you doing? You guys cool over there? I heard it's snowing in Placerville. So much for global warming, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna ride. That's gonna be an adventure. I don't know where my GoPro is, so I'll just have to use my phone and give you some videos that way once we go. Yeah, life's good, man. You know, people talk about, you know, being an example of how you can turn your life around and all that stuff. That's cool. To me, it's not something that I really think about. I mean, I just kind of live on a day-to-day basis. What's the question, Sugar Smack? You know, you realize that, you know, things ain't right, and it's cool as a mofo out here in Calaveras County. That's right, Charger. Fireside chat with, that's right. You know, I just realized, man, that I had a decision to make. And like I said, you know, it was, cancer sucks, bro. And, you know, I realized, you know, hey, I'm never going to get out. That's my mindset. That's what they were telling us. I mean, the governor posted an article saying, if you're in prison for murder, you're going to parole in a pine box. And we interpreted that regardless of the details of your case. Like in my case, I was an aider and abetter by vicarious liability. So, I have heard of guys getting their records cleaned up. I've never heard about them getting their felonies expunged. That would mean like wiped out. I know in California you could get your, that's right. That's right, Will. Tell me keep pressing on, brother. Young Liam. You know, I don't know if you can get them expunged, but I know in California you can get your record so they can seal your record. Wow. Take care, Ray. Respects, brother. Love and respects right to you. 707. And so, yeah, you know, I just realized, all right, I'm going to be in prison probably forever. So what do I want to do? And I've said this before. Do I want to continue to be a fuck up? Easy, bro. Thanks, mate. That's right, Ray. And so Matthew, what's going on here in Texas? You can ask for pardon, I have tried 3 times and quit at the end and took 3 years from my last attempt. Wow. And so I just realized, I would rather sit around my cell and do my artwork and listen to music, get my visits every now and then, phone calls, hang out on the yard, work out, play handball, and just stick around and see what happens. And fortunately for me, things changed. And because I made that decision, and instead of being, continue using and selling dope in prison, engaging in violence when guys didn't pay you, or instigating subversive acts against staff, whatever. I changed for the positive for a reason, because the reason was kind of selfish. I quit using dope, quit selling dope, all that. Life got better. The drama missed me, which allowed me to focus on what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was paint, learn all I could about art and painting. And that's what I did. And, as I progressed on that path, things got better. People started putting trust in me, like I mentioned before, like my boss in Arts and Corrections. The first budget that came around, she didn't really know me. I think she told me we had an $1,800 budget. Yeah, that's right, Kel. Thank God for that. And then the next year, once we made some money for the Children's Center of Antelope Valley with my art, I think we made like $5,000. She goes, "You're gonna do?" Yeah. I said, "So what's our budget this year?" And she goes, $8,000. Spend it all. So she let me order whatever I wanted with a budget. I mean, I built confidence and trust in her. She went to bat for me and the Arts and Corrections program. Leah Jokey was her name. Against staff, she went to bat for us. She enlisted the help of an associate warden, who was also like a assistant or mayor of Lancaster, the town of Lancaster. It was cool. Newspaper articles they did for us, that's cool shit. So when you start doing good stuff, you start towing the line, people recognize it, and people will step up for you and help you accomplish your goals. My goals in prison were to become the best artist I could be, spend time drawing, painting, and teaching other guys how to do art. And it led to other things, It led to my release in prison. I don't subscribe to a lot of the theories and mentality that go along with a lot of these groups that I was in, but I did get I gained some benefits from the programs that I was in. I learned a few things, but overall, I mean, like when you take the programs, the self-help programs we took for, especially like the long-term offender program, all that kind of stuff, you weren't down any funny moments. Hell yeah. Some of that stuff sticks, and just the fact that you're willing to complete the program says a lot. If you start something, finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say about if you join a prison gang, stick with it. It's all about finding something you got really interested in and working towards that. Yeah, it is. It's easier to do out here. What's up, Sean Blue? But in prison, it's hard, man. They make it hard. The staff, especially people that run the prisons, they're used to guys that are assholes, don't give a fuck. And so when you say, look, I do give a fuck. I'm not, I have things that I want to do, things I want to accomplish. They're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. So it was an uphill battle. Out here, it's a different kind of battle. It's mostly for me out here. It's a financial battle. You know, where am I going to get the money to pay the bills every month? You know, right now I'm doing handyman work. I made a few bucks off that painting. I do a little tattoo. Favorite book by Louis L'Amour. Louis L'Amour, they're all the same. I read a few of them, got bored with them. You know, the Sacketts, all that stuff. I did like the Conan book, so. And I like The Godfather. I read The Godfather. It was pretty good, you know. So did we get laughs in prison? Yeah, we got laughs. You know, there was this guy, Okie, man, from Bakersfield. His name is Okie, and he came from Soledad. He was in Vacaville, across the hall in J3. We were all in G3, and guys were like, "Man, I heard that dude was a queer, you know." And Skip's and show how that painting is going. That painting right there is about done, bro. Caught a tiny bit of Saturday. That's right. Yeah, so everyone was saying, oh, this guy was queer. He was fucking, you know, doing, you know, Folsom karate and Soledad. So, you know, I seen the guy in the hallway. I go, hey, dude, you know, if you're I go, hey, man, everyone's saying, man, that you were sucking dick in Soledad, you know? The guy's a speed freak. He goes, well, you know, I did a lot of stuff when I was on that speed, and, you know, and sometimes I don't remember. I said, hey, dude, I think if you had someone's dick in your mouth, you'd probably remember. And, you know, and then, you know, the guy ended up checking in, I think. But, dude, we laughed about that fucking dude. We've been in the yard cracking jokes about that dude for, we laughed on that for about a month, you know. Correction turkeys. Yeah, but I mean, you know, my friend my good friend Dennis was on the yard in Provida. I never been to Tuxpan. I never been there, no. But, you know, we're fresh to Arizona, so when the weather hits, you never know where we're going to go. We are going to Bike Week, though. Yeah, so Dennis was on the yard and had these weird skinny kid out there, and he goes, hey, man, I'll give you they gave him some yard ducats if you do we had this dude doing cartwheels across the yard. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And then Dennis, so Dennis came from Tracy. His celly was from San Bernardino. He's an older guy in a bike club, you know. And they always talked about getting somebody to get a side mow, a sideways mohawk, right? So, yeah. So Dennis was on this trip, man. I want to get somebody to get a side mow. Oh, wow. Terry Campbell was a fucking turd deluxe. But he was a killer. So anyway, he got this guy Rocky. He was a good dude. Rocky got a sideways mohawk, and Dennis took a picture of it and sent it to our friend in Tracy. And when I got to Tracy, he goes, man, Dennis got somebody to get a side mow, you know? Sideways mohawk. That was the funny shit. And the cats are big. Yeah, Tucker Carlson's cool. Let's see, what's that? You know, Kel, 20 years is a long time to be clean and sober, brother. Congratulations, especially after what you've gone through, you know. It shows something on the belly sharp skin, dude. Speed, he said it came before meth. I don't know. Meth is speed, so crank was methamphetamine, so I don't know what that guy's talking about. People from AZ, if they get caught, they go to prison, do their time, Por Vida. You know, there are a lot of white dudes in prison in California from Arizona. RRG, what's up? There is your mohawk. Your sunset taxi driver. That's right. What's up, Deshanka? Yeah, guys from Arizona go to prison, and California, and it's all good. I mean, in math, I don't know myself. The lady and me stopped together, but you know, yeah, I know. Funny looking cut. Yeah, he said it must have been the cut. You know. Yeah, so there was a guy though from Arizona, and he went to California, and he said he was a member of a prison gang in Arizona, and I think his name was Dutch Holland, and he went, you know, and them guys in California that are in prison gang, like, oh yeah, cool, they let him hang around. Uh, I so addicted, it was crappy 2 years ago, I never even think about that stuff. Yep. Big League Jew, what's up? Pass the Dutchie. So anyway, they worked Dutch Holland. I heard like $5,000 or $8,000, some big drug deal they set up. Yeah, we're gonna do it. This is why I think a lot of stuff that Mike Thompson says is bullshit, because I know this story. I smoke Philadelphia right now. That's right. Funny Money, what's up in Sac? I'll be up there on the 27th, 28th, around there. We're going to cut out on the 29th for a ride. Smoking a bong. Yeah, so, what's up, Greg? So, anyway, they set up, yeah, we got a drug deal, you know, send the money, blah, blah, blah. They got like 5,000 or 8,000 bucks. I forgot what it was. And then they stabbed him, you know, because I don't know how it is now. That's right, Funny Money. This stuff is hard to quit. I get props. Man, anyone that can quit using speed nowadays, my hat's off to you. Respects. Life gets good afterwards, trust me. Life will get really good. Yeah, so if you're in a prison gang by the same name as a prison gang in California, but you're in another state, you're not part of their trip. And when you pop in, then bad things could probably happen to you. But if you're just a regular dude, you show up on the yard, then you're just a regular dude that happens to live in another state, you know? Bean Dip 209, that's right. Yeah, there's got, but here's the deal, like, you might find yourself feeling kind of uh, on the outs of, like, hey, BAC, J-Rock, listen. I don't know about all that. You know, mention chat, what's up, Truck Roll Snapper? You're gonna feel like an outsider because, you know, you're gonna be like, if you're in Donovan, well, that's a PC joint mostly now, but I don't know what they do to who. So you're gonna be surrounded by guys from San Diego. If you go to another prison, you're surrounded by guys from Sacramento, LA, you know, and they're gonna be like talking about stuff from their hometown, but I mean, they're not gonna. If you're from out of state, you go to prison. Well, they stabbed him, bro, and they took his money and stabbed him. True about the soul. I'm a Greek Orthodox. On the birth, Ryan's all right. All right, brother. Are you fasting? No, Sean, I don't know anything about that. White dudes don't pimp white dudes. White dudes, if you're in prison in California, you're white, and you get, trucking gang, and you're involved with, you know, pressuring dudes out of their shit like that, you're probably gonna get stabbed. You know, that's a no-no. You know, white dudes don't participate in that shit, and it's, you know, if you're punking out some fucking youngster, you're gonna get killed. They're gonna give the youngster an opportunity to stab you, though. Once a, you know, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't play that shit. But, yeah, so anyway, if you're from out of state, you go to prison, California, you're a regular dude, you're a reg, you'll be all right. You know, Sean Atwood doesn't really, I don't know what he, I don't know what Sean. Sean was in prison in Arizona. Did for 14 years. My other brother did for 7. Wow. I'm glad you learned that you could stay out, brother. You know, I'm glad you could stay out of prison. It's not easy. I got a homeboy in Vegas, actually. We grew up together in San Diego. He just got an Indian. He told me, he goes, hey, bro. Let's see. Working concrete is a real gangster. Can't wait till warmer days. That's right, Red Dye. I rob a credit union. I don't recommend robbing anything. You know? Yeah, so my homeboy Joey told me, hey brother, I've been on the streets my whole life. I never went to prison. Yeah, rest in peace, Gary Rosington from the Leonard Skinner band. He passed away. So, yeah. Joey told me, hey man, I've been out here my whole life. It's been hard. Because I never got arrested, never went to jail, never went to prison. But I know he was involved with shit when we were younger. And when I was in prison and he was younger, he was involved with some shit. But now he works. He just had a back surgery, but he works. He's a swimming pool repairman in Las Vegas, where it gets hot and everybody has a swimming pool. But he's only a couple years older than me, but he's got some, he's got a little weather beaten on his, but he made it, it's just right. Yeah, he is, Brian. Video on Pelican Bay. I haven't done a video on the Bay, I don't think, but Pelican Bay is not what it used to be. Anyway, if you're on the streets, you've never been arrested, you've never been to prison, congratulations. It takes a lot of heart and a lot of dedication, to if you're doing concrete or plumbing or electrician or whatever it is, you're getting up in the morning, going to work. That's a serious deal, man. It's a hell of a deal. It's a lot better than going to prison, I'll tell you that. Prison sucks, man. I was doing that in prison. I'd get a job, and like when I worked in a wood factory in Tracy or Corcoran, I'd get up in the morning, go to work, miss all the bullshit all day and the drama. I had a paycheck every month. I was not locked up with any of my fellow YouTubers. Hey, be nosy, but how's Dave been and his trip to Ireland? Good to see you, Big John. Dave had a great time in Ireland, and Dave's doing good. Dave works his ass off. He's like 63, 64, and he works, 8, 10, 12-hour days, and sometimes he travels 200 or 300 miles to a job site. He says he likes it, and he's having a good time. We're trying to get him to move out to Arizona, but what's up, Spider from Southie? That's right. Yeah, Dave's doing well. I'm going to see him hopefully when I ride up there to go on the Arizona ride. I only have a short time to see him, so. But we're trying to get him to move out here to Arizona. He's dead set on working, Galway, Ireland, that's right. Thanks, Ty602. Dave's pretty cool, and hats off to Ireland. Yeah, Ireland is a very unique country with very unique people. They have a very long and rich history. Some of it has a lot of troubles, but I think that chemical spill in Ohio is some bullshit. They've also had other train derailments, steel mill fires, steel processing shit going on fires. It's pretty ugly. And if you look at it, either our infrastructure has gone to hell due to lack of interest by our politicians. They'd rather make money off war, or I don't know, it's just straight neglect. Our railway system's falling apart. Go Irish. That's right. That's right, Daniel. You know, Warren Buffett from Calvin, Ireland. That's right, Cal. Pretty planned. Here's the deal. Warren Buffett transports oil and other things by railway. He owns a railway thing. So why doesn't he invest in the railway system? You know, there's no reason our railway system should be all fucked up like that. It's a TV show. What's up, Just Jay? What's up, Ernesto? How you doing, brother? So, you know, I just think it's curious, man. All these fires and chemical spills, oil refineries, it's crazy. But you're right about the infrastructure because we have I'm not going to no 15-minute city, John Doe. We got a well. We get our water from about 800 or 900 feet down in the earth. So it's going to be kind of hard to fuck this up. Irish pride. It's going to be kind of hard to mess up our area where it'd make it unlivable. Unless they have some kind of train derailment with chemicals. But there's no trains too close to where we live. But what's up, Kenny? Mr. Wilson View, what's up? Big League Jew, politicians are the biggest gangsters ever. Yep. Ready Steady, what's up? So, you know, when you talk about politicians, whether you believe all the America, that's right. I think that's what's happening with the train wrecks. It's in a New Orleans plan. We don't feel for 20 years. It happens all the time. Yep. Things do happen all the time like that. But I just think it's the infrastructure needs some attention and some money. That's a done deal, yes. Belfast, Northern Ireland. That's right, Big Mick. Yeah. So here's my thing with politicians. They're dirtbags, most of them. They got their hand in the pot. You know, they all want to make money. Instead of using their job as a politician to help and better America and make life better for the people of this country that elect them, they just decide to make life better for themselves and their families. Hence the Biden crime family. So here's my thing, especially like with war. So you look at this war that's going on now. I don't really have a problem with them, by the way, bombing and fucking off Afghanistan. I thought Iraq was a stupid move. And, after all, this is the man that tried to kill my daddy, right? That was a personal vendetta. Cost us several $1 billion, right? What's up, Mike M? Willie G, what's up? Yeah, so here's my thing with this thing with Russia and the Ukraine. We're sending millions and millions of dollars. That's right, Mike. Thank you. Tell my uncle's locked up first. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. A spider from Southie. Wow. Fishing vessel involved. Wow. That's a crazy story, bro. AZ Ruction, what's up? We're doing good, brother. So here's my deal with a war, right? These guys are making billions of dollars. Yeah, hundreds of billions of dollars are being spent on it. Whitey Bulge is a fucking turd, man. This is Russia's crazy, man. Yep. We'll have to talk about that spider from South. You should get at me, Mitch Smiley 790 on Instagram. Mitch at heartintentions.com is my email, bro. It's an interesting story. So anyway, please get at me. I love to hear this story. Maybe we could talk about it on our channel. So here's the deal with this war. We're sending billions and billions of dollars worth of equipment over there. Uh, this thing was instigated. People are dying. So here's my thing. Whether you like one side or the other, or you think, yeah, go team, whatever, people are over there fighting and dying. Civilians are dying. Young guys are suiting up because they think they're going to defend their country against some massive invasion from someone else, and which is really not the case. And they're dying. They're getting killed. Cities are being bombed out, burnt down. Billions of dollars worth of equipment is going to be destroyed. Yeah, the regular man is under attack. And so here's the deal. This is what I think. I think the people that orchestrate these things and they turn one country against another because they have an interest in the Mike M. That's right. Thank you, brother. Thank you for getting your membership back. So the guys that instigate one country to fight against another country, right? There's some evil motherfuckers. That's evil shit. It's just like the same as a guy sitting on the yard saying, hey, Joey over there is a piece of shit, Mikey. Mikey, Joey's a piece of shit. Mikey, Joey's a piece of shit. Mikey, Joey's a piece of shit. Right? Until Mikey decides, Mikey, you should take that motherfucker down. And then Mikey goes over there and stabs him and takes him and kills him. It's the same shit, only on a grand scale. They have access to the banks and the bankers and the industrial machine that produces the weaponry. It's evil shit, man. The Ukraine is not part of the United States. The Ukraine is just a handy place to launder money. So everybody could get their kickback, and all these corporations can make billions of dollars producing war goods. Then they just toss some ex-generals, and they toss some manic Hispanic. God bless all in this house. Thank you, brother. Greedy politicians get their kickback through their sons and daughters and wives. That's evil shit, man. And I firmly believe those people are gonna pay. They're gonna pay. At some point in time, they're gonna pay. It's a sad deal, man. There's got to be some other way for it's sad as hell to see this shit going on, man. And my thing is, Turkey Local, thank you, brother. Thank you. Launder this $5, homeboy. That's right. Well, by the time YouTube gets done with me, I'll get about $350. Yeah. It's got to be, we all know politicians are dirty, corrupt. They use their position in power. But they greed is when the Russians are. Yep. What's good, old poacher? How you doing, brother? The only problem is when they pay, we all win. Yeah, guys have jobs, but the bottom line is politicians are dirty. They want to use their position in power to make money while they can. Well, there's got to be another way to make money. That's right, brother. I'll be up there on the 28th. We're going to ride to Arizona on the 29th. Rolling through Kingman about 5:30 a.m. Willie G, I'm gonna be I'll be sleeping at 5:30, brother. I don't get up till about 6:30. But man, sometime when you're rolling through, we definitely have. Yeah. So why don't they make money like freeways on the Gulf? How about some big corporation that builds railways, or they maintenance existing railway infrastructure, right? So our trains don't fall off the tracks. Then they can get kicked back. It's just that they can't make billions that way. They can't get 10% of 100 billion is, so on and so forth. See what I mean? They can't make that kind of money rebuilding the infrastructure of America. 30 guys getting laid off this week. You'll know if I made the cut because I'll be at your house or Tahoe. Well, you know, our house is here, brother. You know, they're not going to lay you off. That's right, Tashanka. You know, there's always that $60 an hour job waiting on you, big turkey. Turkey Lokes. Yeah, you could always go work with homeboy, you know that, right? So, you know, people are dirty, people are greedy, people want money, people just, you know, and they'll do anything for it on some occasions. On the other hand, if you decide to engage in criminal activity that really doesn't hurt anyone, I don't know when the bike run's going to be this year. I don't know. It should be, you already know. It should be May. So if you're a regular Joe and you're having a hard time struggling through and you decide to pick up a few pounds of weed and drive them over state line where it's illegal still and make a couple bucks and you get caught, you're going to fucking jail for quite a long time. Possibly. There's still guys in prison, in federal prison for weed, doing all day. See what I mean? But it's okay for them. You know, it's okay for them to launder money through war, where people, thousands of people lose their lives. You know, look what we did to Syria, because they're not part of the central banking system, you know. To Utah, I was tripping and going to Utah. Well, you don't want to, hopefully you won't get laid off, but if you do, you know, you could always get that $60 an hour job. Yeah, politicians are dirty though, man, and let's have a legal side hustle. Yeah, you gotta have a legal side hustle. Now, you're talking about dirty politicians. California had 12 prisons when I went to prison, but they actually had 4 main prisons. They had Soledad, Tracy, San Quentin, and Folsom. Chino, Vacaville, those are the prisons. Then they had the Atlanta Mini Wives. Then they had, you know, Susanville, Jamestown, you know, fire camps. 12 was the count. Check this out. I seen where the government will be. What? For days not worked. So, modern day slavery. So, they went from 12 prisons in a matter of like 10 years to 34 prisons. That means they built 22 prisons in about 10 years. 22 prisons. I had a homeboy, Kelly, that was an iron worker. He helped build Donovan. Then he killed some motherfucker and was in. He goes, I always wanted to build my own home and retire in it, you know. But 22 prisons got built. You know how much it costs to build a prison? A few $1 billion. How did all them prisons get built in such a short amount of time? Right? I had almost 180,000 guys in California locked up at one time. You know? Unfinished painting. No, that painting is done, bro. So, what's up, Kenny? How you doing, bro? That's a painting of this. Now, this is a guy working on a stopple. Right, there he is. So there's the original photograph. Because obviously Al wasn't here, and there's the finished painting. Yeah, it's anyway. Look anytime. Kenny, hope you're doing well, my friend. You know, I'm kind of stuck. Have to ride it out. That's right. So, do you know how many people got kickbacks? Born Twice, we were in Old Corcoran when New Corcoran. Yeah, we were in Old Corcoran in 19 1996, dude. I went to Old Corcoran in 1996. They were building New Corcoran. When I left in 98 to go to Lancaster, it was done. Treatment. Halfway through treatment, man. I hope you get through and I hope it works for you, brother. I really do. Yeah, so New Corcoran was built when I left. And I was in Old Corcoran for about 2 years. No, I'm not painting the wall behind me. That's just a painting, though. So, you know, there's a lot of money goes into it. There's concrete, there's ironwork, there's plumbing, electricians. No, they are not privately owned, Matthew. In California, it's the state owns the prisons. There are private prisons like McFarland and shit, but Pete, your IG and email. My email is mitch@heartintentions.com. Thank you, Timbo. Oh, wow. Devin, thank you so much. Devin, thank you very much, man. Wow. Thank you, Devin, so much. My Instagram is Mitch Smiley 790. I mean, it must have been a horrible prison. Corcoran was actually pretty good. That pellet stove we got at Home Depot about 3 years ago when I was working, before I lost my job in Sacramento. In high school. Yeah, 1996, I went to Old Corcoran, and Old Corcoran would, believe it or not, they fed you good. They had nice. Thank you, Dylan. On Instagram, and it's Mitch at Heart. So, they contract out the work, duty of the prisons, and contractors make money in the state of Cat. Yeah. Let's see. The prisons. It's a lot of people in prison. Yep. All is well, Dylan. Yep. Yeah, so all those prisons, then they had to hire prison guards, then they had to buy food. Who produces the food that goes into the prison system? They got rid of, like, all the fresh meat, fresh vegetables, everything went to packaged shit. They went to ground up soybean, nasty crap. You know, all the people that provide the food, the clothes, everything that prison consumes, they're all connected to somebody in the government. General ex-prison guard at Donovan. I did not know him. He became a guard at Donovan after I was gone. So, and we did talk. We're gonna probably do a collaboration together on my channel, and then maybe I'll go on his channel later on, see how that works out. Yeah, so you know, it's a dirty deal. It's just you know, the cops, they're actually small potatoes, just like the inmates, you know, but they pay them well. So basically, they're buying their loyalty. The government, you know, the governor, basically. I don't know. I'm live, so I can't. Yeah.
You don't want to just have a full-blown conversation?
So that was probably that guy.
Oh, it might be all email.
Yep. So anyway, corruption in government goes from the top, making hundreds of billions of dollars off war, all the way down to the bottom. You know, prisons. And, okay, look at all the homeless people in California. Hit the like, please. Hit the like, share, subscribe buttons, please. The federal supermax prisons is cutting out. So take care, folks. Good night. Good night, Kel. I got a phone call, so that's what happened. Supermax prisons are pretty brutal. Speaking of which, well, it's a good friend, not to be too dramatic, hit the likes. All right, brother. Been fine, it's not cutting out. Right. Rockland, California. I fought piranhas. What's up in Rockland? So I heard T.D. Bingham has passed away. That's what I heard. What's up, Perry? Yeah, I heard T.D. passed away. I don't know if that's true, and and if so, that's one of the guys that I tip my hat to. You know, for he hung tough. He made a decision to join something, and he wrote it out all the way to the end. So when you talk about supermax prisons, he spent the last years of his life in a federal supermax prison, and that's where he died, if he indeed has died. That's the last, unlike Mike, yep, that's the last of the, another guy passed away too in that crew. But he's one of the last of the Mohicans, you know, the original that I know of. He's an OG, man. And I heard some stories about him. You know, a guy told me that TD would go to, that him and Lurch, Thompson was PC his whole time, pretty much. He offered me a job as a prison guard in the Army. I turned it down. That's right. So I heard TV would go and Lurch would go to the Ramadan banquet, you know, the Muslim banquet at the end of Ramadan. And he'd be like, Mohicans, you mean Thompson? No, pussy hound. For real. Sent to Mrs. Smiley, we love you. That's right. So I heard he'd be getting food and sticking in his jacket and telling him, Salam alaikum, you know, filling his pockets with food from the banquet, you know, and then cutting out, you know. But, yeah, he signed up for that, and, you know, from all accounts, TD was a good dude, so, but he's old school, you know, he's a very old school guy, he is from the old school, you know, so, if he's passed away, that means he wrote it out to the end. And believe me, I'm sure he had ample opportunity to go the way that Mike Thompson went. And Miss Mice best, she is class act. Thank you, Tashanka. I'm sure that all them guys in the federal system had an opportunity to get out of the Supermax and probably go to some cushy joint and relax. But you know, them guys decided just to ride out their bid, you know, and it just shows you what kind of men they were, you know. It's a hard life. It's a very hard life, man. And you got guys riding it out now, and unfortunately, I'm afraid that some of them are gonna, he's such a, Ryan. Yeah, he did it hard, you know. TD did it hard. If he's passed away, I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know, it just, you know, you know, the system is not going to allow. Did you participate in the hunger strike, Mitch? No, I didn't. I did not. And that's a long story too. You know, I could talk about that on a video. So, but you know, them dudes are from a time when them guys were walking the main line. Chum was murdered by their celly last month in North Kern, received justice served. That's right. I fought piranhas. Them guys were walking the main lines. Them guys were hanging out in the main yard. What's your favorite food now? Remember, that's like the first question. Yeah. Burger King. I like tacos. I like spaghetti. I like a good hamburger. You know. Yeah, but so the prison system doesn't allow that anymore. They don't allow them kind of guys to run, you know, to run shit like it used to be ran. And trust me, everybody participated in the way prisons were run. Uh, make men like that anymore. No, they don't. Nowadays, if you are, uh, if you're a predator, if they deem you to be a predator, or if they get information that you're extorting people, hurting people, they will lock you up. They're not going to tolerate certain shit. If you're calling shots and having people killed, they're going to lock you up. If you've killed people, Mrs. Smith, so they have a place to put you if you are, if you cause trouble for the staff. They have a place to put you. They don't really care if inmates kill each other. Just sit down, Crime History Podcast. Hey man, it's just cool. When we get done, I'll have to call you back. So, which won't be too long. So they have a place to put you if you're beyond the control of the mainline prison staff. If they can't control you, they will fabricate some information on you and lock you up. They will label you a prison gang member, an influential person, shot caller, and so on and so forth. And this is the only guy Roy saying with him. I never watched him shows in Nat Geo thing. I just seen clips of it here and there, But so guys like TD and all them guys, it just they lived through a time. They did some stuff that will never happen. Will never happen again. They can't do the things that they used to do, and it's a different time. There's no free reign. Prisons have control of the population to some degree. So Burger King, home of the Whopper. Sit Down, a Crime History Podcast. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. It can't happen again. Just like guys in motorcycle clubs used to ride choppers. You don't see that no more. You're not going to see that anymore. You're not going to see a pack of choppers riding down the freeway together because guys don't ride choppers anymore. It's impractical. It's just impractical. So I seen that. I experienced it a little bit, riding choppers as a kid. On my homeboy Joey I spoke about. Things are just different. Society's different. Being a cheese hamburger, that's right. So, those guys in their day and age, they got to do stuff that, and a quick St. Quentin story of that place has such a rich history. It does have a rich history. What's your question? If you once in Jericho Mile, you can see some of those guys on the yard. Was filmed in Old Folsom 79. Yes, it was. Steve White was one of the main dudes in that film. I don't know where he's at now, but his crime partner was in Preston when I was there in a PC unit. Yeah. So, there's things that just can't happen ever again. Guys are not going to get a Cessna, fly to Colombia, loaded up with cocaine, and fly to Florida or New Orleans or whatever. You can't do that anymore. There's certain things you can never do again. Guys did it. They wrote it out. It's over. And so, TV, if he's passed away, rest in peace. Since I've seen a rat class Harley on the road. That's right. Smiling people from your generation, your age, so much more hardcore and cooler. Why is that smile? It makes me sad. It's like older people are. Well, part of it is like what I just said. Younger generation can never experience some of the things that we experienced. And because the government shut things down, things are just not possible, Good night, Sugar Smack. You can't take a dirt bike and ride it from one side of town to the other now because the town's full of houses. Love the old story you told about the MCs bringing in the bike inside the fence for the homeboy. Yeah. Yeah, Danny Dog was definitely an original OG from Dago. Uh, that's right, Ryan. Yeah, the motorcycle clubs were allowed to bring their bikes into the prisons. Easy Rider did a brilliant thing about Danny. You know, on YouTube. He's the real deal. I don't think he's the real deal. You know, I don't really think nothing about him. I don't watch his channel. I don't really care about him. You know, uh, he didn't ride it out. He signed up for a ride and he bailed out. So, you know. Yeah, so that generation experienced things to the fullest. You know, we used to go out and ride dirt bikes all over the mountains where I live. Now all the mountains are covered in houses. You know, it's just a different time. It's a different generation. And kids growing up now are being told to cut their dicks off and grow tits. I mean, come on, man. Somebody would have told us that shit when we were kids, we'd have punched them out. What the fuck are you talking about? It's insane. Yeah. And so when we were kids, we were encouraged, Big League Jew, we were encouraged to think for ourselves, you know? I seen him pop up, kind of sketchy from what I seen also. My heart is sitting in. That's right, Kenny. Hey, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. You know, it's a different time, man. We were taught to think for ourselves, figure it out, you know? You know, I'm gay, but God makes you who you are. I shouldn't change that with surgery. Yep, yeah. I didn't read any Eddie Bunker's books, no. So, yeah, I've seen guys on YouTube now and Instagram that are gay, and they're speaking out against all this shit that's going on, you know? They're speaking out. They're saying, "Hey, why are you teaching kids how to do this shit? These are full-blown homosexual, gay, whatever you want to call it, and they're just as pissed off as the regular straight people are, and the parents of these kids. They're running dressers, freaking dressers. Not me, Al." Yeah, so everyone is upset, not everyone, but a lot of people on all sides are upset about what kids are being taught now. Like, and it's disgusting. See? It's disgusting, dude. Why are you doing that to kids? So, when we were kids, respect, da-da, Russia, San Diego News. That's right, thanks for tuning in, brother. Eskimo Dog. That's right. That's right, Matthew. That, yeah, I believe you're right, Ryan. Wanting to be Steve and Steve wanted to be Eve. So here's the deal. They're doing that for a reason. They're doing that so they can control people. They can control the youth. They can basically program them. Look at all the music that's on the radio or on the internet or whatever, wherever you get your music from. It's all garbage. It's trash. Synthesized bullshit. A stupid message. There's no AC/DC bands coming out. There's no Black Flag, Bad Religion, Led Zeppelin, There's no good music coming out. It's underground. If it's coming out, it's underground. It's not them. They want people to listen to garbage music, eat garbage food, cut your dick off, become a man if you're a girl. You know, it's like they want to control everything. So when they take these kids and they program them with this bullshit, the ones that don't buy into it, they're going to send them to prison. We need Lemmy resurrected. See, there's no more Motorhead, you know, and there's no bands like that coming out. They don't promote it. They don't allow it. They won't put it on the radio because they want people to think like lemmings, you know. You get some little kid The same that all the new band sucks. His rap is even crap. Yep. It's nice kids grew up taking care of ourselves. These new kids are screwed. Yeah, dude, they don't even know how to. Dude, I would come home from. I'd get up in the morning, I'd make French toast, scrambled eggs, sausage, boom, 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 feed my face and go to school. I'd come home from school, my mom, because, my mom got divorced and shit. I'd cook my own dinner, you know? Or there'd be a pan of lasagna in the oven on a timer, ding, and I'd have a pan of lasagna. I'd mix my own vegetables, or I'd make, you could cook. You could figure it out. These kids now, if they don't, they want everything done for them. They can't figure out nothing. They get scared, or they call that shit, what do they call it when you're all medical, you're paranoid about every hypochondriacs, and it's just a fucking weird deal. But see, the government's doing that shit. Yeah, they can't write cursive, they can't use their phone. Yeah, try to drive a stick shift car, right? But they're doing it for a reason. They want to be able to control society. And they got to do it with the kids. Just remember this. Hitler said, your kids belong to me. Hitler said, your kids belong to me. Hitler promised to clean up pollution. Yeah, Hitler promised good food for every German citizen. Yeah, they couldn't save it. Yeah, bike chains, come on. We used to take our bikes apart and put them back together. Yeah, most people can't start a fire. I put that stove in. I built a hearth around it. See the tile job around there? I did all that shit myself. I didn't go to school for that. I just figured it out. So, I did that shit in prison too. But I mean, these kids are fucked. And bottom line is, when we get older, we're fucked, because they're the ones that, dude, I'm 61 years old, I'm out doing handyman shit, because there's no younger guys to do it. It's tearing my fucking knees up, but, you gotta earn money somehow, right? But, these kids don't understand where money comes from. They, I want a new computer, I want a new pair of shoes. Thanks, Kenny. I want this, I want that. Where's it come from? It comes with money. Where's money come from? You gotta fucking work for it. They don't understand that. Nobody's teaching them that. I'm sure some parents are, and I'm not saying all kids are fucked, but Greg Ayala, what's up, brother? My daughter to a private Christian school. She's on the shooting team. That's right. Big league, man. You talking tools, Jack. Big league, yeah. The band High on Fire, they're badass. High on Fire. Have to check it out. So, the bottom line is, if you got kids, you got to train them. You got to educate them. You got to teach them, Teach them how to drive a stick-shift car. Al, you're from Texas, man. You worked in the oil fields. There are youngsters out there working in the oil fields. And train a purebred boxer to not bark at cage, etc. I got friends up in Placerville that are loggers. They're young guys that are doing it right, but they're far few in between, When you get out of the cities, you get more of it, But bottom line, you want to keep them out of prison, but you want to teach them how to think for themselves. Let's see. Doing great, starting 15. That's right. That's right, Al. Now Lungin is our John. What's up, Turkey Loco? I love you too, brother. Good night. And with that, I'm gonna have to take a bath or a shower. I'm gonna do some. See you later, brother. I'm gonna sign off. I got fiberglass in my arm from climbing up an old fucked up ladder. And find one. Come here. That's right. What's up, Festus? Fetus Hagen? What's up? Well, I'm gonna sign off for the night. I gotta take a shower. For keeping it in. That's right. Being dipped. I climbed up a ladder today made out of fiberglass. It's very old. I got a lot of shit in me, so. Yeah, it's the same pellet stove, bro. Good night, Brian Wood. Good night, Brian. Good night, Ryan. Good night, Kenny. Good night, Red Dye. Good night, Mick. Turkey Loco. I'll see you guys later. Guys, take care out there. Do it hard. Whatever it is you do it hard. That prison guard, check him out. I can fly a Cessna. That's right. We're gonna try and get him on the channel. I gotta figure out how to use StreamYard to do our interviews, and it's gonna be good. Later, Mike. We'll ask him some tough questions. Good night, Will. We love you, brother. Stephen Small. Good night from Lewiston, Maine. Wow, that's a long ways away, brother. Do it hard. Get out there and do it hard. Good night, Greg. Good night, Mike. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe, please share. Take care out there, folks. We love you. Do it hard. Don't let no one